I may look like a wilderness guide, but I'm really a therapist and a marriage counselor. I'm at home in the wilderness of the mind. For 30 years, hundreds of people have asked me to be their guide. I've had some pretty tough customers: violent, narcissistic, abusive, adulterous, addicted, as well as their victims. More often, I've led ordinary people caught in a cycle of injury and retaliation so long they don't remember how it started and who started it. I've seen what it takes for offenders to change, for victims to find peace, and for everyone to get along. I'm here to tell you that I found the route to the fabled land of reconciliation, where you can be happy again and grow old together. I want to describe this route so you can find it too. You may remember when you felt joy in your relationship, no matter what kind of relationship it was, married or unmarried, gay or straight, parent or child, or just friends. It enriched your life and may be worth saving. Invariably, somebody did something to hurt the other. This can be as minor as a misunderstanding or as serious as violence or betrayal. How do you recover from that? How does the offender restore trust? And how does the victim give another chance without opening themselves up to more peril? When this first happens, or is discovered, both parties feel estranged and conflicted about each other. If you were the one called the victim, you'd be angry and hurt. If you were the one called the offender, you'd be ashamed and defensive. You'd want everyone to know that you're a victim too. You know you need to sort it all out, but you can't even think straight, much less talk. You heard there was a place where you could be happy again, a place called reconciliation. You set out to find the way. The trailhead can be hard to find. You might see some signs that say denial and cheap pardon and think that's how you get to reconciliation. But they just loop around and bring you back to where you started, at the place of pain. The true start to recovery begins where you least suspect it, where both the victim and the offender assess the damage. The first part of the journey to reconciliation is a torturous climb, with many twists and turns. The path is so narrow that each person must travel alone. There are many forks. Take the wrong turn and you'll end up in vindictiveness, which brings you back to the place of pain. This time, you're the offender. Others are dead ends that bring you to a state of helplessness. Look for the context of the problem and you'll get to a mountaintop where you can see the big picture. There you'll meet a guide called guilt who leads you down the chasm of culpability. With guilt's help, you will acknowledge the harm you have caused and begin to make amends. That's where the final leg of the journey to reconciliation begins. The thing is, you can't proceed on that part of the road alone. You've got to wait for your partner, the one who hurt you, to choose the right paths, climb the mountain, get past his vindictiveness, see the big picture, accept his guilt, make his amends, and reconnect with you so you can go together. There is another option. If your partner hasn't caught up to you, and it's dangerous to wait any longer, look for an escape. That can take you to a pretty nice place called personal peace. You just might want to stay there and forget about reconciliation. If you're intrigued, I wrote a guidebook called The Road to Reconciliation, a comprehensive guide to peace when relationships go bad. It gives details about all the parts of the journey and the pitfalls along the way. You'll learn how to assess the damage done and recognize complicity, self-pity, and vindictiveness in yourself, blocking the way to peace. There's also a section on dealing with persistent problems that repeatedly hurt people, such as addiction. The book gives pragmatic advice on how to find safety, get justice, apologize, make amends, and promote is available on my website, www.theroadtoreconciliation.com. You can also go there if you want me to speak to your group or set up an appointment to meet with me in my office in Rochester, New York. Happy trails!